Standing here in downtown Golden, Colorado. Look at that butte there on the plateau. Gorgeous scenery. And the foothills, that's the plateau in front of me. It's on the other side of this building, but the foothills of the Rockies are behind me right now. And here's the main strip, 12th Street, Golden, Colorado. And look at that. There on the side of the mountain is a giant M for the Colorado School of Mining. Not miming, but mining. With all of the bikers I kept seeing on Lookout Mountain, it's fitting that they've got bicycle artwork here in downtown Golden, located right under Lookout Mountain. So the Overland House was the original bar built in 1859 on this property. It was open until 1911, and then that was demolished, and the Buffalo Rose was built here in 1911, still operating today. This is supposedly the oldest bar in the state of Colorado. But I saw this plaque here, and it made me a little confused because this says Buffalo Rose Saloon 1902 to present, but the Buffalo Rose Saloon website says that this bar was built in 1911. So I'm not sure what the accurate year is for when this bar opened up. So somewhere between 1902 and 1911 I guess is the best assumption I can make at this point. But the brick here is original. So most of this bar was recently renovated, opened back up in 2019, so just a couple years ago. You can see it looks very modern, but the brick here all along the side is from what I've been told by the people that work here and the website, 1911. But this plaque that I just noticed has left me a little bit confused. It says 1902 to present, the Buffalo Rose Saloon. So maybe some of this building is original, some of this may not be. But this is coined as the oldest bar in the state of Colorado. And I love that it's called the Buffalo Saloon. Of course, you've got to have a couple buffalo heads hanging on the wall. That's a classic buffalo there. They have what looks like a Siberian, a white buffalo, which is rare, also hanging on the wall. But just a beautiful bar here in downtown Golden, Colorado. And again, it's kind of confusing because this is coined as the oldest bar in Colorado, even though it looks fairly new. They just had recent renovations completed back in 2019. But you still get the old vibes, especially with the original brick here in the interiors. And they also have a plaque here for Golden Brickyards. So apparently Golden was renowned for its high-quality brick manufacturing plant starting in 1866. And they've retained some of that here in the building. There's some names in the brick. Golden, right there. So you can see the history here. Even though it's been recently renovated, it's a beautiful bar. It's kind of a great combination of old meets new. And you can see this outdoor area. They've got this retractable rooftop. It's absolutely gorgeous out here in April. So they have a beautiful outdoor patio, and it really is the quintessential bar where old meets new. They've got this beautiful renovation in an old bar, and it's just great vibes, great drinks, a great tap selection, a great burgers, great food. A must-come-to place here in downtown Golden. So look at the taps here at the oldest bar in Colorado. Had to start with a Coors Banquet here at the Buffalo Rose. Golden is where Coors is headquartered, so have to keep it original. Cheering from the oldest bar here in Colorado, the Buffalo Rose. They got the symbol of the bar here on the cup. And again, drinking a Coors, what is this? A Coors Banquet. A normal, not a Coors Light, a Coors Banquet. So cheers, everyone, from the oldest bar in the state of Colorado. So look at the white buffalo. Those are rare, I guess, but we're going to see the actual bar. This is the real bar back here on the venue side. Oh, this is nice.
We've got the rafters over there, and this bar is completely brand new. This is not a preservation of the old bar.
Okay. Yeah, it looks new.
This was put together a couple years ago. I think the owner put in like $3.5 million of renovations.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's why I'm so curious as to how it looked prior to this, but I never got to see it. So.
Is there anything preserved, like the brick over there? Is that original,
Yeah, that's gonna be the original brick over
to the
there.
1911 building, right?
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to take. Is there like an actual preserved bar or this?
Yeah. So I was gonna take you guys upstairs.
Oh.
That's where.
All right,
the state-
I'll follow you. Great.
So all the alcoholics would walk up these stairs. Yes. Stumbled. No,
Back in the Old West?
Yeah.
Oh, this is awesome.
And then over here is the state preserved. Oh wow. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, you have that old.
Wow. Yeah, you can. So this is from circa 1911, or is this prior to that?
Don't hold me to it. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. I just know it's very old.
Wow.
Was
Obviously,
this the one downstairs?
This was the one that was downstairs a long time ago.
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, because
So this is the original bar,
I see. Yeah.
probably circa 1911, but perhaps older than that, here at the Buffalo Rose. So this you're looking at is the oldest preserved bar in the state of Colorado. A lot of miners probably drinking whiskey here. Maybe some gunslingers from the American West. But yeah, this is beautiful, the woodwork. And they've got this on the second floor. It's not open to the public, it's open to special occasions, special venues. And you can see most of this bar has just recently been renovated, unfortunately. A lot of this was renovated, and the renovation was completed in 2019. So it really doesn't feel like an old bar, to be honest. Edward L. Berthoud, 1828 to 1910. The Overland House's most famous owner was Captain Edward Louis Berthoud, a military officer, statesman, and engineer who came to Golden in 1860 and became a member of the Colorado legislature in 1866. And the original bar was called the Overland House, which opened in 1859, closed in 1910, and then the Buffalo Rose opened up here in 1911. And this is the bar that was here in 1911 when the Buffalo Rose debuted. Can I get a quick look at the old brick right here, and then I'll get back over there?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to point out that, yes, this bar doesn't feel like it would be the oldest bar anymore because it was recently renovated. They've got a concert venue. This is more for special occasions. But the brick that you see along the sides here, this is original brick from 1911. So it is cool to see some of the original building has been preserved here. It's just been updated, given a facelift for the 21st century. But yeah, this is kind of a behind-the-scenes look of the Buffalo Rose, some of the more special spots they serve for special occasions, venues, musical acts. This is where you get to see the actual old-school bar on the second floor. And here's another plaque here that says International Bowling Saloon, established in 1859 as the International Bowling Saloon. The Buffalo Rose is the oldest bar in the state of Colorado. Well, there it is, read loud and clear right there on that plaque. Noted at the time for its large orchestration, a type of large pipe organ, the saloon also featured 3 outdoor bowling lanes nearly 70 feet long, made from lodgepole pine harvested from nearby Lookout Mountain. This historical fact implies that bowling was Golden's very first recreational activity. So learn something today. Did not realize that bowling was a popular activity here in Golden back in the 1800s. So wait, Nate, hold up. So you were here before it was renovated.
let me tell you guys.
Tell me the story, Nate.
You guys can't see this mic, but it's just like
Hey,
has a mind of its own here.
All right, so Nate, I'm going to hear the story. You were here before the renovation.
Yes.
Yes.
I was the only one here.
So you're the smartest man here that knows about the oldest bar.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
The oldest bar is upstairs, but it used to be here downstairs.
So the bar upstairs used to be down here on the main floor.
And I used to get hammered at it. I used
Tell us
to,
more.
yeah, I used to meet people at the bar, strangers really. Female strangers, we'd get to talking. You know, like,
You had to emphasize that.
and then we would go back to my place, and I don't know them, they don't know me.
Okay. So wait though, but you drank at that bar that was upstairs when it was downstairs
Correct.
before the renovation,
Correct.
and it was over here. General where?
You're really guiding the witness here.
Absolutely love the fireplace here. These more modern lights, yet it's still a rustic bar, and they do sell T-shirts here as well at the Buffalo Rose and hats. So if you want to get some souvenirs to take home with you, you can. Now I don't know what brick nogging is, but it says part of the original 1871 Iller block construction. This is one of the only remaining brick nogged walls in the country. The nog wall technique was to build the structural wood framing and then infill between the studs with brick, then cover the brick structure on the outside with clapboard and on the inside with plaster. Amazing. So this bar here is one of the best examples of brick nogging in all of the USA.
Yeah.
Nice. They probably can't hear me though because the mic is facing you. Don't eat my microphone. It's a dead cat. It's not cotton candy. Glad you figured out how to turn this on. I didn't think you guys had that in you.
It's a joint effort.
All right, guys. Cheers from the oldest bar in Colorado.
Cheers.
Connor's a floating hand. He's also Canadian. Cheers. That was epic. It was very epic.
Eric has to show he has like friends.
Shut up, man.
Hey.
So I think that's going to do it for today. I had to stand and close this thing out by the famous Welcome to Golden, Colorado sign. Howdy, folks, where the West lives. And it totally does. This is where the high plains of Colorado meet the Rocky Mountains. You can see the foothills of the Rockies right behind me. But thank you for tagging along. I was hoping to do a little more hiking today, but it didn't work out the way I was expecting. Got to see the Buffalo Bill Museum in his final resting place, and decided to come down here to downtown Golden to go to the oldest bar here in the state of Colorado, the Buffalo Rose. Again, it's a beautiful bar, a lot of history here, and it's interesting because, again, it's been newly renovated, so it's kind of a modern bar now, but it's also old as well. The original brick is still here. And they've been serving drinks at this location, at this property, since 1859, even prior to the Buffalo Rose. So it's the undisputed oldest bar and drinking establishment here in the great state of Colorado. So I'm going to close this out here. Thank you for watching, everyone. It's time for me to get out of here.